Wala pa dyan, Paul?
Sir?
Yes. Yan, Paul. Ano?
Sir, meron po kaming PowerPoint, kaso po, ang dami pong kulang na kagroup namin.
Di bali na kahit ikaw lang, pwede
Pwede
na.
po bang basahin lang po namin yung kanila?
Yes.
Sige po. Ang kagroup ko po dito ay si Isa po, tsaka si
Sige,
Abyon.
pakipost. May pangalan naman kayo dyan sa may PowerPoint.
Sige, dumating na si Angel.
May pangalan, may names of members doon sa PowerPoint nyo, di ba? Yan, sige.
Ano po to, sir? Childhood days tsaka po sa Binyan.
At childhood days ka lang ba pala tayo? Sige nga, isa inyo. Bagay ano yan eh. For your presentation tsaka project nyo yan. Kaya kailangan i-present nyo. Sige.
Sir, nandiyan na po para sa Angel, sir. Siya po sa introduction namin eh.
Okay. Sige. Okay. Sige.
Good morning po, sir. Good morning, everyone. So, for our introduction, Jose Rizal is the national hero of the Philippines. He was the one who led the Filipinos to start a reform against the Spanish government to attain freedom and to gain control of the country. On June 19, 1861, Dr. Jose Rizal was born in Calamba, Laguna. And on December 30, 1896, he was shot by the firing squad to death at Bagumbayan, or in the present day, we called Luneta Park or Rizal Park. Looking backward to our national hero's childhood, Jose Rizal had many beautiful memories of childhood in his native town. He grew up in a happy home, ruled by good parents, bubbling with joy and sacrifice by God's blessings. The happiest period of Rizal's life was spent in this leisure camp. Next, please. Next slide, Paul. Calamba, the hero's town. Calamba was an hacienda town which belonged. Sorry. Paul, balik mo nga sa sa Calamba.
Kita ba ang PowerPoint, Jel?
Yung pinaka-final na. Calamba, the hero's town. Calamba was an hacienda town which belonged to the Dominican order, which also owned all lands are. Also, lands around it. It is covered with irrigated rice field and sugarland. If you have been to Sir, wait lang po, naglalag daw po yung laptop ni John Paul.
Oo nga eh, pati dito sa akin nagmisan eh. Mahina yung internet. O naglalag din to aking computer at cellphone.
Kay John Paul po ata yung may problema sa.
Okay.
Naglalag daw po yung laptop niya.
Oo eh.
Continue na po kami, sir.
Sige, okay.
Ah, Calamba, the hero's town. Calamba was an hacienda town which belonged to the Dominican order, which also owned all lands around it. It is covered with irrigated rice field and sugarland. If you have been to Calamba, a few miles going to south is Mount Makiling. Next to it is the province of Batangas, and to the east where Laguna de Bay located, and to the north is the distant province of Antipolo, where the famous miraculous shrine of Lady of Peace and Good Voyage located. Rizal loved Calamba with all his heart and soul. He even wrote a poem entitled In Memory of My Town. So the poem is all about his native town, Calamba, of course, and its sacred forests and lakes. He also expressed his love and appreciation for the place where he grew up. Next slide. Earliest childhood memories of Dr. Rizal. Happy days in the family garden. When he was 3 years old, he was given the utmost care by his parents. His mother even built a little nipa cottage in the garden for him to play. His mother employed all kinds of women as an aya or nursemaid to look after his comfort. At the garden, Dr. Zerzal watched the Maya, Maria Kappa, Martin, and other birds, and he enjoyed listening to its beautiful songs. Another childhood memory was the daily Angelus prayer. His mother gathered all the children inside the house to pray the Angelus. They also had nightly rosary. During that time, his ayah told the children a lot of fantasies and fabulous stories. And this is where the Nuno, Tikbalang, and the other terrible creatures started. Ayah told them that once they don't eat their supper or yung kanilang mga punan, the terrible creature will come out and take them away. Another memories of his infancy was the nocturnal walk in the town. So his ayah took him for a walk, and during that time, Rizal witnessed the beautiful moonlight above the sky and was amazed. Next slide. The hero's first sorrow. Rizal loved the most the little Concha. He was a year older than Concha. He played with her, and from her he learned the sweetness of sisterly love. But unfortunately, Concha died of sickness in 1865 when she was only 3 years old. That's why Dr. Cesar Sal cried bitterly at losing. Next.
Devoted son of the church, Rizal grew up a good Catholic at the age of 3. He began to take part in the family prayer. He loved to go to church to pray, to take part in the novenas, and to join the religious processions. Father Leoncio Lopez, the town priest, was one of the men Rizal esteemed and respected the most. So basically dito, um, simula nung one more thing about Rizal's childhood, lumaki siya sa uh, may experience sa pagiging Catholic, which is bilang pamilya sila, they always took part of in family prayers or um, church, sa mga religious activities. He was exposed to that stuff. Tsaka isa dito yung evidence of his fervent Catholic spirit, which was seen in his poems na ni-wrote niya during his boyhood, was entitled Al Niño Jesus in 1876, which was a proof na he was actually religious that time. Next slide. Pilgrimage to Antipolo. On June 6, 1865, Jose and his father left Calamba to go on to the pilgrimage to Antipolo to fulfill his mother's vow. It was his first trip to cross Laguna de Bay and his first pilgrimage to Antipolo. They rode. They especially rode Casco. The magnificence of the watery expanse and the silence of the night. Writing many years later of this experience, this was a writing of his experience during that trip. After praying at the shrine of the Antipolo, Jose and his father went to Manila. First education from mother. Jose's first teacher was his mother. At the age of 3, Jose learned the alphabet and the prayers from her. She was patient and loving, but as a tutor, she was strict. She gave him all her love and all that she learned in college. But when he misbehaved, she spanked him with her slipper. Notwithstanding the whippings administered by Donna Theodora, Jose loved his mother and was appreciative of many things he learned from her. On this visual pre- presentation, sinasabi dito na kahit matigas yung ulo ni Jose or hindi niya maintindihan yung tinuturo ng mother niya, Jose still appreciated na mas grateful siya sa tinuturo nung mother sa kanya kahit alam niya sa sarili niya na nahihirapan siya kasi nape-pressure siya dun sa tinuturo ni Donna Theodoros, but still he was still grateful kasi marami siyang natututunan dun when he grew up. Not only for education pero binanggit ko rin kayo na also for religious stuff. Kaya doon siya na parang nadisiplina ni Donna Theodora. Next, Rizal's three uncle. There were three uncles, brothers of his mother, who played a great part in the early education of Rizal also. First one is Uncle Gregorio. He was a book lover. Next is Uncle Jose, who had been educated at Calcutta, India, and the youngest brother of Donna Teodoro. Uncle Manuel, lastly, Uncle Manuel, he was a big, strong, and husky man.
Hello, rinig po ako.
Yes, sige, clear.
Um, Early schooling. Rizal was given further instruction by his private tutors, Maestro Celestino and later Maestro Lucas Padua. Rizal is a bebop kid who likes to do magic, such as magic lantern exhibition, making coin and handkerchief appear and disappear. Also, he likes to do marionettes, which was like a puppet controlled from above using wires or strings. Um, he could hardly read Spanish Bible when he was 5 years old. He is also a nature lover. His artistic talents is IR, sketches, and mold clay. He wrote his first poem, Sa Aking Mga Kabata, and his first drama Tagalog comedy at the age of 8. Um, ito po yung di ko kasi makita ang labo ng cellphone ko. Eto na lang pong yung poem na ginawa ni Jose Rizal when he was 8. The poem delivers a very patriotic message, particularly about the use of one's native language as way as expressing love for one's own country. Imagine imagine being an average 8 years old child siguro, puro laro lang tayo or doing stupid fun things which are practically normal. But Jose on the other side was making patriotic poem and novel. Nakita na agad sa kanya yung pagkagaling niya sa literature. Next po. After that, his father hired an old man, Leon Monroy, who had been his classmate to give Rizal his first lessons in Latin. But unfortunately, Monroy did not live long. He died 5 months later. After Monroy's death, his parents sent him to a private school in Binyan, eager to give his son a good education he needed. Next po. Jose goes to Binyan. One Sunday afternoon in June 1870, Jose left Calamba for Binyan with his brother Jose, 9 years old Jose with his brother Pasiana left Calamba for Binyan. Jose and Pasiano stayed at their aunt's house, which is 30 meters away from his enrolled school. The school was in the house of teacher Maestro Justiano Aquino Cruz, which was the school which is the school is just a small nipahat. Next po. First day in Binyan School. Immediately, Jose was assigned to his seat in his class. By the way po pala, nung pagkarating po niya ng Binyan, being surrounded by love and affection from his family made him experience being homesick on his first night in Binyan. Sabi niya, in the moonlight, I remember my hometown, my idolized mother, and my solicitous sister. How sweet to me was Calamba, my own town, in spite of the fact that it was not as wealthy as Binyan. Binyan seems to be the center of Laguna during that time. The teacher asked him, "Do you know Spanish?" Wait lang. The teacher asked him, "Do you know Spanish?" "A little, sir," replied the Kalamba lad. "Do you know Latin?" "A little, sir." Next po. Jose described his teacher in Binyan as follows. He was a tall, thin, long-necked man with a sharp nose and a body bent slightly forward. He usually wore cinnamized shirt woven by the skillful hands of Batangueñas. He knew by heart the grammars of Nibriha and Gaiza. Add to his a severity which to my mind was excessive, you have the picture, I have him. Yun lang po. Next. Paningel. Wait lang po sir, yung next reporter po papasok na po sa
Sige.
meet.
Andito na, andito na. Good morning. Ito na next. First school brawl. In the afternoon of his first day, when the teacher was having his siesta, Jose met the bully Pedro. Jose challenged Pedro to a fight. The two wrestled fiercely in the classroom, much of the much to the glee of their classmate. After the class afternoon, a classmate named Andres Lacundanan challenged him to an arm wrestling match. In succeeding days, he had other fights with the boys of Binyan. He was not quarrelsome by nature, but he never ran away from a fight. Next, eh, painting lessons in Binyan. Near the school was the house of an old painter called Juancho, who was the father-in-law of the school teacher. Also lured by his love for paintings, spent many leisure hours at the painter's studio. Jose and his classmate Jose Guevara, who was also loved paintings, became apprentices of the old painter. They improved their art so that in due time they became the favorite painters of the class. Next, end of Binyan schooling. Time came when Jose learned all that Maestro Justiniano could teach him accordingly. The teacher informed his parent that he should be sent to college in Manila. December 1871, Jose received a letter from his sister Santurnina informing him the arrival of steamer Talim, which would take him from Binyan to Calamba. He left Binyan to Saturday afternoon, December 17, 1871. He thrilled to take the passage on the steamer Tallinn, for it was the first time he ever rode on a steamer. On board, a Frenchman named Arturo Campos, a friend of his father, took care of him. Upon arrival in Calamba, Jose was welcomed home by his parents, brother, and sisters. The story of Mott. The Mott story is about a young and a mother moth who are both lying near a candle lamp. The young moth did not listen and was burned. Rizal's mother influenced him in his life. She was inspiration and he valued in life. Rizal believed that it is worth for a man to sacrifice his life for a noble cause.
Artistic talents. At the age of 5, he began to make sketches with his pencil, mold in clay and weigh objects which attracted his fancy. Jose had the soul of a genuine artist. He loves to ride on a spirited pony which his father brought for him. Next. Jose had a pony and used to take long rides through all the surrounding country, so rich in picturesque scenery. Besides these horseback expeditions were excursions afoot. On the latter, his companion was his big black dog, which is named Usman. Next, please. First poem by Rizal. Uh, Rizal wrote his first poem entitled Sa Aking Mga Kababata, in English, To My Fellow Children. One of the famous lines that this poem Rizal wrote is, ang hindi magmahal sa kanyang salita, mahigit pa sa hayop at malansang isda. He wrote it to encourage the youth to be proud of being who they are, and the first step to do that is to use their mother tongue or native language in communicating or speaking. Next, please. Rizal, who was 8 years old, wrote his first dramatic work, which was a Tagalog comedy. It was staged in a Kalamba festival and uploaded by the audience. A gobernadorcillo from a town in Laguna purchased the manuscript for 2 pesos. That's it.
Sir, ready po.
Okay na? Okay na?
Sir, may ako pa po.
Okay, sige.
Anig po.
Sige, Kim.
Rizal as boy magician. Rizal had been interested in magic. He learned various tricks. He entertained his town folks with magic lantern and puppet shows. He read many books about magic. Next. Lakeshore reveries. During twilight hours of summertime, Rizal, accompanied by his pet dog, used to meditate at the shore of Laguna de Bay on the sad condition of his oppressed people. Influences on the hero's boyhood. For one, hereditary influence. So these are the factors. So Malayan ancestors, love for freedom, desire to travel, and his courage. Chinese ancestors, serious nature, frugality, patience, and love for children. Spanish ancestors, elegance of bearing, sensitivity to insult. Father, sense of self-respect, love for work, and habit of independent thinking. Mother, religious nature, self-sacrifice, passion of arts and literature. Number two is environmental influences. Rizal stimulated the inborn artists and literary talents. Brother Pasano, to be loved for freedom and justice. Sisters, to courteous and kind to woman. The fairy tales told by his ayah. Others. And the number three, aid of divine providence. Greater than heredity and environment in the fate of man is the aid of divine providences. Without it, he cannot attain greatness in the nation. That's all, sir. Thank you po.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, class, for the group. Congratulations for your informative report for your present PPT wonderful PPT presentation. Thank you. Congratulations, class. So nakita na natin kasi parang na-report na ito ng ibang grupo no? So nakita lang natin yung paano ano yung mga contribution, especially yung sa mother niya on the mother's part para ma-develop yung reading, tapos yung reasoning, and yung skills ni Jose Rizal, pati mismo yung yaya niya nakakatulong din kahit minsan tinatakot-takot ay nagkakaroon din ng development para sa on the part of his boyhood. So, hanggang sa nakita natin, sa Binyan, upon the recommendation, kailangan niya ng pumasok sa, sa mas higher ang educational system kaya siya lumipat sa Binyan. And then, papasok naman tayo sa Rizal at tapos na tayo. Meron bang grupo ng Ateneo? Rizal at Ateneo University? Nandito ba? Ateneo University or UST? Okay ba yung Rizal in UST or Rizal at UST?
Hello, sir. Hello po.
Hello,
Hello, sir. Yung Rizal at UST, sir. Group 5 pa po
Samuel,
yun. Kami
kailan?
po yun. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Samuel. Hindi
kayo.
pa po kami prepared, sir. Kasi knowing na medyo malayo pa kami and second group pa lang nagpa-represent, sir. So, bali, expected ko po next week po. Parang ganun, sir.
Ay, ganun ba? Yung
Opo.
Rizal at Ateneo, the triumphs of Jose Rizal at the Ateneo University. Sino nakapag-prepare nun, class? Sino yung grupo niyan? Ng Rizal, the triumphs at Ateneo. Meron ba? Sino sa inyo, class?
Sir, di pa po ready.
Hindi pa dyan. Hindi pa kayo nag-ready. Kim, meron ba kayong sino yung nag-report?
Yes po, sir.
Angel.
Nakala po kasi namin next week po kami.
Hindi, yung mga nag-report, Angel. Sorry.
Yes
hindi,
po, sir.
kayo,
Meron po.
meron kayong questions?
Questions po, opo, meron.
Sige, paki-post nyo nga para meron din silang masagutan.
Okay po. Sige po.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sir, nasend ko na po.
Okay. Sige. Checking ko. Pumasok na sa niya class sa group sa Google Classroom. Sa akin wala pa eh. Sa inyo, pumasok na class, Isabel, John Andre, nakita niyo na ba? Dave? Aaron, Abelia, Janice. Nakita niyo na yung sinend nila? Nila
Sir, sa
Yun lang,
G-Class
sir.
po ba ipo-post, sir?
Oo, sa Google
O sa group
Classroom.
chat po? Okay po. Sige po. Send ko po
Google
sa
Classroom.
G-Class.
Sige. Christian. Sige.
Sir, okay na po. Nasend ko na po sa G-Class.
Okay, sige, chicken ko. Ayan, class, meron na. Nag-send na. Eh, yung 5 questions na sinend ng grupo ni Angel, ni Christian.
Sir, 5 lang po ba o 10 questions po? Para
Ano
babawasan
ba
po.
ito?
5 lang po.
Pwede yung 10 or 10 points. Pwede na to. May mga ano ito eh. Kung ano yung pwede dito 2 points na lang yan. Depende sa points nyo. Pwede maging 15 points. Yung isang ano dyan, result wrote of poems entitled what is the yan. Pwede equivalent to ano yan. Sa 5 points yung number 1. Tapos iba naman yan, pwede ng ano yan eh. Take to 2 points. Depende sa inyo kung ilang points. Basta 15 points. 15 or 10 points.
Sir, bali sa comment na lang po ba nila sasagutan po o
Sa class comment. Pwede dito
Okay
sa
po.
class comment or private comment.
Okay po, thank you po.
You're welcome.
Sir,
Yes.
saan po ipapasa yung sagot
Sa
kapag
sa sabihin sa Google sa class comment doon kung saan nila inilagay yung question, kung saan nila na-post
Okay.
yung oo.
Okay po. Thank you po, sir.
Okay, you're welcome. So 11 na yung nag-ano, 11 na class yung nag-turn in. Si Cyrus, si Janice, Dave, Kim, Billy Joe, Joseph Daniel, Elias the Third, Samuel, John Mark, Maria Carmela, Rick Roman, si King, Cyrus, Aaron, Rhea. Sige class, yung mga hindi pa nakakatapos, just continue working on it and then send it in class comment. No? Sige, pwede yung pa-open ang camera nyo class so that I can take a screenshot. Ayan. Okay, class, thank you so much. I'm going to dismiss you. See you next meeting. God bless you. Have a happy